Hi, I'm Lisa Bauer, and you are watching Dirty Dog Live Music. And we are at Epic in downtown Meadville, Pennsylvania. And we are here with Strangers and Liars, a band that I'm sure most of you have heard of. If you haven't heard of, I'm sure you know most of the players in here. And with that, I'm going to start by introducing Tommy Link. And I've heard Tommy's name for years, and this is actually our first meeting, first time we've ever met. So, but I've heard his name around, as I'm sure you've heard many of these other players, and he's going to introduce the rest of the band.
Yeah, I'm Tommy. We got Justin Anderson, our lead guitarist, Russ Straub, our bassist, and Tom Hitt, our drummer.
And many of you might remember Tom Hitt from a previous show that we did. Mm-hmm. We did a show just with Tom, and that was a season or two ago.
You didn't call us?
I didn't even know you then.
With Dirty Dog Live Music, being the regional, a lot of times you'll find different band members in different bands. Everybody just sort of reconfigures, okay, and does their own thing. And tonight, this is Tom Link's show, basically.
I don't know. I didn't prepare a speech. I didn't know I had my own show.
Well, you can start by telling us where you're from.
I was born and raised in Erie. Spent some time going to school in Edinburgh and living down there for a little while, but for the most part just going back and forth between those two places. So.
Okay, what did you study at Edinburgh?
I tried studying music, didn't work out, graduated with a degree in philosophy.
Is that right?
Wanted to stay where the money was, so, you know.
That probably helped a lot with the writing part of your music.
That's what I tell people, and they seem to believe me.
Right. You guys, college?
Yes, I also went to Edinburgh and went for English again. I wanted to go where the money wasn't, and went to grad school, studied religion, and wound up playing music. So just kind of wanted to do what I like doing. So.
Okay.
I went to Mercer University for communications, production, and I have no idea how I got here. Tommy found me one day walking around confused, so I'm now here playing bass.
It's true.
Now, I would have thought you'd done that. I would have thought that you were the one that got everybody together.
No, not on this one. Not on this one. This is by the time we get to this point in my life, I had eschewed all rock and roll. I had rent my clothes and said enough. And
I happen to know that Tom's a wonderful writer. In addition to writing music, he also has a blog and some other writings and musings that he does, and a recording studio as well.
Right. Yeah. And so I actually, you were doing the college thing, and I did WVU and did come out with a music degree. And as you know, I did a lot of solo work, and I've I've drummed with a number of rock bands through the years, and I'm sure we'll get to the meat and potatoes of how Strangers and Liars got all thrown together, but it worked out great, and it is without hands down the best band I've ever played in, and I'm not just saying that.
No, it cost a lot.
Seriously. He racks up a big dinner bill.
So how did Strangers and Liars come about?
Well, I was playing as a solo singer-songwriter in the Erie area for a while, and I certainly wasn't just going to jump into getting into a band because I had seen and heard a lot of nightmare stories about bands gone wrong and things like that. But I actually saw a band the two of Russ and Justin were in together. Kristen and the Cosmonauts was a cover band that they played in together.
I love Kristen, yes.
They were great. And I saw them and I said to myself, I need to steal this band, or at least parts of it. So as time went on, I got to know some of them better, most of them better actually. And I invited Justin to play some lead guitar at some of my solo gigs. And so it became sort of a regular thing that the two of us started playing together every so often, and we started hanging out and working on some stuff off stage. And then Russ was actually a guitarist for that other band. And I came to Russ and was like, we need another person in this band, but we need a bass player. And he said, I'm all for it. And he picked up the bass guitar and has been with us ever since then.
I asked Tom a little earlier how they conned him into being the drummer for this one, being that he's...
Well, we were looking for quite a while. It was the three of us.
Duct tape, a trunk, several days without food, as I recall.
It was the three of us searching for a drummer for quite a while because the three of us knew each other pretty well at this point. And I was skeptical about bringing in somebody that none of us knew because, I mean, there was already chemistry. And I had known Tom from playing a lot of the same places as a singer-songwriter. I knew he had drummed before. I had never seen or heard him play it, but I knew that that's what he started on growing up. So, you know, I had mentioned to him more than once that we were looking for a drummer. But in the end, he offered. He offered.
I did.
Okay,
to come
now
to
we
a
know the
practice.
truth. Now we know.
In your defense.
I could have cried. I was so happy that day. And I told these guys, I said, guys, I found a drummer. If you don't like him, that's fine, but I'm done looking. I said, if you don't like him, it's up to you. And he came to a practice and...
You said that after the practice.
Yeah.
I was thinking it the entire time.
Tom left and you told us that. I was like, oh, good.
And it was love at first sight.
Okay, so how'd you
Everybody
come up
got
with the
along.
name Strangers and Liars then?
It was actually a play on our names because we came up with the name before Tom was in on it. Our last names are Straub, Anderson, Link. I was playing around with the initials and came up with Strangers and Liars.
Okay.
Saturday
Yeah, I
Night
like
Live
it. It's
was
a good
taken.
name.
Saturday Night Live was taken.
Yeah. It's very difficult to find a really good name that's memorable. And it's not been taken.
There was a lot of stuff we were throwing against the wall, and a lot of it was not sticking.
This is very memorable. So remember, Strangers and Liars.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me about the music that we're going to hear tonight. What are you guys going to play?
Well, we just put out our second CD back in March, and the majority of the songs we're going to be doing 3 songs from that CD. 2 of which are songs that I've written, and 1 of which is Tom's. And then we are also have 1 of our songs from the CD we put out the previous year, and then we have an unrecorded song that will be hopefully on CD 3.
Okay. People always often ask me about the different genres of music, and when it came to you guys, I wasn't quite sure how to classify that. So what do you consider yourselves to be as far as genre?
Well, the easiest comparison is probably we sound like Tom Petty, because he was one of the most mutual kind of things we had between the 4 of us. I mean, we all have very different tastes, but there was a handful of things that we all were kind of from our background of what we listened to. You know, it's kind of classic rock and roll is the easiest way.
It has a good deal of 60s influence, I thought.
Yeah, because rock is such a hard word to use these days because it can mean so many different things.
Right. On Dirty Dog Live Music, we feature regional bands with original music, so we don't really want people to sound like everybody else. We want you to sound like yourself.
Right, and Justin actually came up with the tagline we started using, which is...
Original electrified music in the American tradition. It's pretty much just the the most basic explanation I could come up with. It's rock and roll in its most basic form, I think.
Okay.
Just 3 chords.
There's another question I've been dying to ask, and I've been holding on to it. We've got to talk about this guitar. Okay, I love guitars. I'm not a guitarist, but I've seen some beautiful guitars. But when I saw this, I said, okay, we've got to talk about this guitar.
Yeah, this is actually this is Tom's guitar. He lets me use it sometimes if I'm good. We get a lot of questions about it. It's just very, very striking. You don't often see a polka dot guitar. But
You don't often see a polka dot guitar, and I want to make sure that
there it is.
we got that in the shot.
Yeah, it's a Buddy Guy signature guitar. Buddy Guy is famous for playing his polka dot guitar. Usually Buddy Guy's playing his black one with the white dots. But I saw this one and I thought, wow, you know what I need? Another guitar. Another guitar.
that's what every guitarist is always.
So I snuck it in to the house, and my wife said, "Is that a new guitar?" And I said, "No, that's an old."
How does a guitarist know when he's got enough guitars? I don't think there is. It's like women with shoes,
It's
right?
a lot, yeah.
There's no way to know.
Yeah, it's a lot like when you're doing a painting. I have yet to figure out how, when you're doing a painting. I mean, people who do it, and it's like, is it done? I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm dying to hear this guitar and the rest of you guys. So you ready to go do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go do it.
So this is a song off of our new album. The album's called Live That Way. The song's called State of Mind.
Well, take back your new conviction. You know your pride is your addiction. There's a new game each time you're playing, but there's no sense in what you're saying. So just take back your new direction. It's a poor choice of scene selection. You just block out the world around you, and you let all those eyes surround you. But you don't spit fire, don't you nail. You let the winner all out yourself. It's just a state of mind. It's just a state of mind. Put out by all the weirdness. It's just too much to have to hear this. There's a good crowd for conversation, but there's no sense in your sensation. So just get back with all your sorrow and you leave here until tomorrow. I need 2 days to clear my head, but you can't help but raise the dead. Have you no sense? Have you no shame? Or have you no one else to blame? It's just a state of mind. It's just a state of mind. Forget your head, forget your health. You brought this all upon yourself. Can stand it, how the new scene just came and landed on the warm blaze I had for keeping all the bad dreams that started creeping. Well, now I just can't say it plainer. You know you ain't no entertainer. You're a lost soul upon the sea. So just take back your memory and you take back your new conviction. You know your pride is your addiction, and you take back your new direction. It's a poor choice of scene selection, yeah. It's just a state of mind. It's just a state of mind.
This next song is off of our Live That Way album. It's a song called Japan While I'm Sleeping. 1, 2, 3. I see the sun, but I know it's me that's going round. Though I can't feel it. What I don't hear doesn't mean the tree is silent when it hits the ground beside me. see is the person that you think you might think you are without me. The morning sun paints a color in your sky as you move along. But do you think about me?
Do you think?
What do you think about me?
What are you doing in Japan while I'm sleeping? Is there anybody in your life that you dream of? Daydream daily in Japan while I'm sleeping. Are you drinking coffee and playing games? What are you doing in Japan while I'm sleeping? Is there anybody in your life that you dream of? Daydream daily in Japan while I'm sleeping. Are you drinking coffee and playing games? Doing in Japan while I'm sleeping? Is there anybody in your life that you dream of? Daydream daily in Japan while I'm sleeping. Are you drinking coffee and playing games? What are you doing in Japan while I'm sleeping? Is there anybody in your life that you dream of? Daydream daily in Japan while I'm sleeping. Are you drinking coffee and playing games?
Hey baby, what are you doing in Japan?
This next song is a song off of our first album. It's a tune called Broken Hearts. Broken heart. No lie, there's fire burning in her blue eyes. She keeps you guessing with that dead eye. She keeps you running far behind. No chance, even bother with your last dance. Got you staring at the first glance. You're not gonna change her mind. She's not here to play nobody's part. She's got no time for broken heart. didn't change. She left her coat back on the last plane. She's not worried that it's gone. Quick stop, run a coat just like a mile top. Maybe let the other shoe drop. Maybe see what's going on. She's not here to play nobody's part. Got no time for broken heart. This next song is the title track off of our new album. Album titled Live That Way, song titled Live That Way. Some people say life won't last, passes you by if you don't last. You're losing years that you won't get back, so live your life like a heart attack. Yeah, I guess that's what people say. I just don't want to live that way. I just don't want to live that way. Some people saying life's no joke. You work it hard or you wind up broke. Do as you shouldn't do as they are told. It's time for living when you've grown old. Yeah, I guess that's what people say. I just don't want to live that way. I just don't want to live that way. Some people saying life's out there, wandering free and without a care. Miles away from your heart and home, only your shoes are your own. Yeah, I guess that's what people say. I just don't want to live that way. I just don't want to live that way. Yeah, I guess that's what people say. I just don't want to live that way. I just don't want to live that way. I just don't want to.
This is a new song. It's called Lick My Wounds. 1, 2, 3. Well, I've been all around the East Coast, from Erie down to Jacksonville. And every little town I pull into, they make me feel at home until I play a little close to those pretty girls, and the boys say they don't like my tunes. And that's the time that I know I better pack up and go, get back home and lick my world. And I've been known to travel the West Coast, from LA up to Frisco Bay. And I sure did go Santa Cruz sunset, but a little goes a long, long way. 'Cause if I play a little close to those pretty girls, well, the boys come crawling out of the dunes. That's the time that I know I better pack up and go. Get back home and lick my wounds. Sure do like to travel in the deep south, from El Paso back to Baton Rouge. And though I speak a little Spanish and a little bit of French, the language that I sing is the blues. And then I play a little close to those pretty girls, and the fights kick up inside the saloons. And that's the time that I know I better pack up and go. Get back home and lick my wounds.
Hi, we're back, and I'm sure you enjoyed that as much as I did. And we would like to find out how you can get in touch with Strangers and Liars, and what you guys would like to do with your music. What do you want to do?
Play it. Play it for us.
Play music.
Take
That's
it
what
to
they
the
want to
people,
do.
man.
Exactly. You can find out about us numerous places on the internet. You can go to strangersandliars.com. There's other live videos there, as well as our blog and an updated calendar of our upcoming gigs. You can also go to our Facebook page. Just go on Facebook, plug in Strangers and Liars, and we should pop up there. And if you're interested in getting any of our albums, recent recordings, or merchandise, you can contact us at the website. Our album is downloadable on iTunes, CD Baby, and
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I've heard the album. It's very good. So
Thank you.
Plural.
get the album. You'll
Yeah.
enjoy the album. Get the album.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much for coming
Thanks for
tonight.
having us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you out there.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.